Greetings, fellow nerds. Welcome to another MTG Nerdfell video where we are doing some standard 2022 Forgotten Realms standard. We're bringing back my favorite archetype. Made a couple adjustments to it. There's still some things I'd love to like try out with this. To see if it works. I know a lot of people are talking about Instrument of the Bards, all that stuff, and I may look into that in the future. But for now, I'm playing it as I think that would best counter the meta in Standard 2022. So if you want to see more stuff like this, be sure to hit subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, hit that notification bell so you have an easier time finding me in the future. A lot of you may be asking, why are you only playing Standard 2022? And I think it's just a little bit more fun, a little bit more open to homebrewing, and it's probably good to play Standard 22 anyway when the rotation hits in September. I've actually talked to my LGS store and I said, hey, I think a lot of people would actually be interested in coming to a Standard Showdown. If it was Standard 2022 format, a lot of people said like, yeah, I'd be down, because a lot of people, during the pandemic probably weren't picking up cards in person, had no reason to believe that, we would play current standard for a very long time with the pandemic, which is still, up in the air about, depending on the area where you're at, about rules and whatnot. So LGS is actually considering it, and I think we could have a good turnout at our LGS store. But that's also why I've been trying to, play a little bit around Standard 2022. If I can make a budget deck, if I'm, don't want to play Monogreen for whatever reason, which is probably never going to happen. But yeah. So anyways, let me show you what we're working with. Again, this is still kind of in the works. I've actually picked up a good chunk of these cards, but I'm still figuring things out, obviously. But let me show you what we're working with. So we got 3 Jasper Sentinels and 3 Neverwinter Dryads, which is our kind of form of ramp as our 1-drop. Definitely not as good as Land Elves. That's kind of where I, that's my standard, honestly. If it's not Land Elves, it's probably not as good, but I'm okay with this so far. I may drop down the numbers a little bit, like maybe 2 of each as opposed to 3 of each, just because it doesn't ramp technically as quickly as I would like to, but it seems to work so far, so we're keeping it, or I'm using it right now. 4 Snakeskin Veils and 3 Wild Shapes, which is very odd, but we do lose Heroic Intervention, so but the 1/3 with Hexproof has come in handy, and I occasionally have actually used the other 2 modes, like if someone's flying in the air and I just need a chump block for a turn and then I can swing out. This actually, the 1/5 Spider with Wreath actually does block a Goldspan Dragon, so it's actually pretty crucial in some aspects. And occasionally the 3/3 with Trample does come in handy, so mostly we're using it for the Hexproof, but it's just another way to trick the opponent a little bit. 4 Werewolf Pack Leaders. I think this card only gets better as Innistrad comes out, because there will be more werewolves, so who knows how crazy this card's going to be. It's already good. 4 Kazani Mammoths. This doesn't rotate. It's been a solid 3-drop card. It kind of had a couple slots because it could tap in as a land, but I think right now it's a solid 3-drop. But Old Growth Troll, of course, these are super cheap right now. They're like 50 cents a piece. If you're thinking about building Monogreen, now's the time to pick it up before Monogreen takes off, which I believe it will. 2 Varus, 2 Gnarled Professors, 3 for Archemoths, 3 Vorinclex, 3 Symbiosis, and 2 Jellies, which actually have come in handy. 84s and 2 Layered Hydras. And I actually forgot about the most important, probably. So 3 Ranger classes here. So that does mean, you know what, this is perfect. We'll actually drop our... we'll just bring it down to 3. I think this works. Or, you know what, I actually want 2 of each. I think this works. Yeah, three of the hexproof, and then 3 ranger classes. I don't know why I just remembered ranger class all of a sudden. I think it was because I was trading for those earlier at some point, and I just realized. And a lot of people were asking me about that. They're like, "Do you think this goes up?" And I said, "Yeah, if Monogreen makes a strong appearance, I think it goes up." Like, Monogreen's always been like a solid B list deck. I think Standard 2022 has a chance to make it around the A tier list, if depending how people build it. So here's Ranger class already coming in smoking hot. Love to see it. So we're gonna start with Layer of the Hydra, and we'll end the turn. I don't usually turn 1 Symbiosis just because you never really know, maybe it might end up getting flooded, so we'll slam down the Ranger class. It's an easy decision for us. We might level up depending what our opponent does. Looks like our opponent's kind of in the same mindset. If they do, then we will level up. It's generally the better play. So we'll level up here, because we get to swing in. And next turn we can play our Varus, which will actually help us venture. I do like the Varus here because the venture Alright, we're playing a mirror matchup. Very interesting. Okay. So, I'm gonna attack. Probably get in here. Oh, he decides to trade. Okay, that makes sense because he wants to... I'm okay with that trade, personally. I know he gets an extra land out of it, but I'm totally okay with that. And the reason I'm okay with that is because just the 4/4 Trampler is just pretty solid in general. There's the Frog Hemoth. Okay. Well, I can't do anything here, so I just gotta take it for now. No big deal. I don't have anything to give, so it's pretty nice. We can play our own Frog Hemoth, but I'm willing to wait, honestly. We're kind of chilling. Just play a Werewolf Pack Leader. We'll go ahead and scry. Sure, we'll keep another Frog Hemoth. I'm gonna go ahead and attack. And you know what? I will play a Mammoth because I could double block here and he only gets one. So it's pretty good regardless, kind of what happens here. I think we're in a solid position in general. Us going first kind of makes a big difference in terms of a Monogreen matchup. It's a pretty big deal. So, okay. Makes sense. So our opponent's kind of relatively where we are as well. Probably has like a Blizzard Brawl, I would assume. Which is unfortunate because we don't have the 1 mana that we would want to play the Hexproof. I was definitely thinking about holding it, but just didn't pan out that way. And he does gain Indestructible. So maybe I got a little too hasty with the Mammoth, but I was okay with the play in general. Yeah, sure, yeah. It's okay with me, honestly. I think this is the play here. Trampler. Okay. Wish it was an untapped land, but you know, and that might be the reason we lose the game, to be quite honest. Because if he has another fight card and we're not able to play Wild Shape, so that would just be bad luck at the end of the day. Nothing we can do about that, though. Looks like he does have it. Okay, cool. So we do lose that matchup there. So I guess the right play would have been to hold up the Wild Shape there. So I got a little aggressive there, so that's something to note. Just kind of when to slow down when you're playing this variant of Mono Green. Because if you're going to play a little bit more defensive, you have to know when to hold back. And I decided to get aggressive with playing the Kazandu Mammoth when I really didn't need to. Opponent also got pretty lucky there with getting 2 of their probably 3 or 4 copies of the fight card. So, you know, bit of luck on the opponent's side as well. Nothing necessarily new on our end, but it's unfortunate. That's what it comes down to every now and then. You know, just the fact that like you could just lose because they drew the second copy that they needed. We're gonna go ahead and attack here. It's actually pretty nice because we can play a turn 3 Gnarled Professor. So maybe I'm not giving no enough credit here. It's a solid form of ramp. It is a creature though, so it is susceptible to removal. Alright, sweet. So it looks like we are getting flooded. So I'll go with Max Exposition. Just because it looks like the game's deciding to flood us a little bit today. which is fine. I don't mind that one bit. Looks like our opponent has a removal spell ready to go. That usually is the case. Usually when you play something big, opponent will have a removal spell ready to go. It's hard to always assume that they won't. So a bit unfortunate more than anything, but it's okay. Yeah, we're definitely getting flooded here. Again, nothing new at all there. We're gonna try and see if we can psych out the opponent, so we can make a 4/4 here, which is pretty nice. Yeah, and some of you are like, wait, why are you not surprised? Well, I'm playing the game. That's why. Alright, so he did forget that we do. So 1, 2. Actually, oh, nope. I want to make it a 3/3, I believe. There we go. So we get to. It's actually kind of nice because, just in case they had any form of ramp coming, they don't get it. All right, Sanded Mammoth. The reason I didn't play Vorinclex is because I'd rather have 7 mana up, hold up a Snakeskin Veil. Just nice play. Deadly Brew. Can't complain about that. Oh, right. It's a... oh, gosh. I always forget the math on that a little bit, so... I always mess that up a little bit. And this guy might die now. Oof. Okay, got a little lucky there. We do have a big boy coming in. And now we have a way to give it hexproof. It actually be an 8/8 with trample too, in case they try to do something with it. Nice. So, nice card. Pretty good in general. This time I'm gonna say no. And technically it doesn't gain its counter, so pretty nice there. I totally forgot about that myself, actually. That was really nice. So now they have a Binding of the Old Gods that's sitting there. Vorinclex is good. Vorinclex is good. Perfect. Again, I want to keep 1 mana up at all times for the Snakeskin Veil. Again, it's just a really solid card. I'm pretty sure they have a removal. And we're also gonna get to have a bunch of blockers. No reason to play the Dryad. Doesn't do anything here. So even though we're a little flooded, we got enough of what we needed to just kind of go on through, kind of get what we needed. So pretty solid. Sure, that's fine. He's even sacking his blockers. That's how crazy desperate he is. Sure. Yeah, I was gonna say we also have a Hydra, and then we can still have enough mana to put the counter on Vorinclex, make it an 8/8 trampler. So pretty good there. Opponent didn't have the answers he needed. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. We were playing a little. Well, I don't know if we were playing more cautious because we were just given lands, but in this case that turned out to be a good thing. So that's why you play defensive spells, just because you never really know what the opponent's up to. They might just, have a flurry of removal spells, and if you can get in for a couple swings, keep playing big creatures, you've technically come up ahead here. So, all right, so we're gonna play the Sanded Mammoth cast again. Sanded Mammoth, solid 3-drop. It might get replaced again sometime in the future, but for now, it's pretty solid. All right. Got a wolf. Again, Ranger Class I think is the best one just because it comes with the body as well. So it's pretty nice in that aspect. Oh, interesting. Okay. So we'll go to level 2 here. And we'll get attacks. It's just aggressive. Us getting the first attack is huge. We'll get to play either 2-pack werewolves or Old Girl Troll. Ooh, Maul Skyclaves. Not bad. Not bad from our opponent. I like that. I like the aggression. I like the aggression play. Definitely very aggressive. I like that a lot. But we're going to be just as aggressive. And we get to draw 2 cards out of this if they don't kind of deal with it. And we'll have a Vorinclex coming in pretty soon as well. So we got a lot of good stuff going on here. I do like how the 1/1 has trample. Oh, another Skyclave. Okay, opponent's drawing really, really well. They get to be aggressive. They do. Wow, yeah, this is super cool. Opponent got double Skyclave. And that'll usually kind of do it. But we'll see what we can pull out here. So I'll put on one of those guys. Okay, so nothing really there that I wanted to see, but it's all good. Yep, and now they have 8 in the air. So we did need one of our reachers there, or a way to gain life. Didn't happen. So nice job, opponent. Got the double model Skycliffs. Can't do anything about that, unfortunately. So opponent played really, really well there. And we were just unable to defeat the double Skyclaw Maves. We needed a way to just play 1 reacher, or with the double card draw, which we had the wild form, which comes in really huge. It just blocks everything that the opponent had. But we didn't get there. Happens. Don't worry about it. Those games when the opponent has double Skyclaw Mave, you just say, you know what, the game is yours. You know what, the game wants you to win. It's all good in the hood. So right now we're keeping a terrible hand, but you know that's okay with me personally, just because usually if we can get to Vorinclex pretty safely, then we're kind of chilling. So we'll see if we can get there. If not, it's all good. It's all good. Sometimes you just gotta work with what the game gives you. And sometimes the game is nice. Sometimes the game says, hey, I see you're struggling a little bit. Let me help you out. So sometimes it's okay. Sometimes it's okay to keep a little risky of a hand. Oh, okay. Yeah, hunt for specimens. Blue, black. Okay. And oh, and red. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and attack here. Probably chump block, gain a life. Yep. Easy peasy. So, of course we are getting a little flooded, but nothing to worry about. Nothing new here. Nothing new here on the Nerdfield channel. Happens all the time. It's kind of weird. I think it makes me a better player in person, just because like I feel like I get flooded or screwed way more on arena. So it just generally makes me, I think, play a lot better, because I'm already playing from behind. And then, you know, when I go in person where it doesn't happen as much, I just generally do a lot better. So nice. Okay. We're getting there for 3. Can't jump block with no blockers. Got an old gold troll. And we have one of our protector spells on hand, ready to go. So even if he has some sort of removal spell, we'll be fine. Expressive iteration. What are you finding? What do you feel like finding? I think this is like a $5 uncommon card, which is kind of crazy to think about. Like, it's like, dang, it's just that flexible to be used in modern, historic, and standard. Like, it'll probably still hold around like $3 to $5 when this card rotates, which isn't for a while. So it's just kind of sucks, because I do hold uncommons when I draft and stuff, but I didn't get to draft enough Strixhaven, you know, because of the pandemic. So gotta work with what you have. Opponent looks like he's trying to time us out here, but you know, we just say like, well, that means you're about to lose and you just can't accept it. You know, you're just a little salty. I get that. I get that. You know, you may have kept a pretty slow hand that works in the late game, and you know, I just got a little aggressive with Monogreen. So you know, it happens. You know, it's actually, I think he loses all 3 cards, right? Or is it chosen at random if he doesn't like actively pick? That'd be interesting. That'd be super interesting. I think yeah, I think it's worse for him. You know, sometimes I like to kind of push their buttons a little bit. Say good game. And that's just because, like, you know, they've already decided that they're not gonna win, so you know they're just, you know, yeah. So we're chilling. Ooh, ooh, wait, that's like really good right now because we have enough mana to still hold up for a hexproof card. Oh man, I'm telling you guys, this is the way to go. I'm actually gonna put it on the old control. The reason I'm doing that is because I want him to think that the old control is actually the problem, and when in reality it's not, because the Werewolf Pack Leader draws me cards, and if he removes it, I just get free mana. So either way, we end up kind of with some sort of advantage in our favor, because he either kills a 3/3 and still has with a 5/5 Traveler, which will be a 6/6 potentially, or he ramps us and we still have our card draw engine. So that's kind of how I look at certain cards when, you know, you're putting counters on stuff with Ranger class. It's just, what card do I really want to stick on the field and how can I trick my opponent best? It's really just diverting their attention away from the card you want to keep. Right, so Werewolf Pack Leader is secretly the card I want to keep because I don't mind ramping with Old Growth Troll, but plan B is you're going to deal with a bigger creature that has trample. Neither is good for you, I'm afraid. So, yeah, it looks like our opponent didn't get the cards they wanted. You know, Soul Shatter, again, Soul Shatter, you know, knowing that they had Soul Shatter, maybe I would have put the counter on Werewolf Pack Leader. But in general, the most control decks are playing spot removal. I'm getting in for one more game here. I know this video is gonna be a little bit longer than the rest, but I just love this deck so much. So I just gotta keep playing it, you know. And I want to show you more of what this deck can do, because I mean, we just slammed down control like it was nobody's business. Ooh, Call of Cthulhu, not Cthulhu, Cthulhu. I'm going first here. Yeah, we keep this hand. I mean, I'm not doing anything until turn 3, but maybe we'll I like everything that we're. Whoops! Oh my gosh! I feel like an awful person. I did not mean to do that. Can I say like a? I'm sorry? Oh, interesting, dude. It's just playing everything. Okay. Alright. I don't need to ramp with the Dryad, solely because I have 4 lands, and that's usually going to be enough to kind of get me what I want. So we should be okay for the most part. We'll be able to scry too if we get to kind of keep our guy around. Oh, Dino with the Innkeeper is an interesting combo. It's not something I would have suspected. Okay, I'm going to do this first. So we get to scry actually, which is really nice. So kind of looking for a land, obviously. Sentinel's nice, but won't quite cut the cake here. We'll attack him for 3, no problem. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, I almost pressed that play 3 life. That was definitely not what I wanted to do here. So it's actually interesting because the opponent's going to be able to kind of drain us in a way that's actually kind of annoying. And with the Innkeeper, it's actually like really powerful. So nice work, opponent. Yeah, we still attack here, no problem. Oh, okay. I probably would have put that to the bottom, but this one works too. I guess I created treasure token. Just knowing that we haven't been drawing lands. Ooh. Wow, what a play. Wow, we are being drained. We are being drained. Opponent is holding on. So, oh, man. Not quite what I wanted to see, but it's actually kind of nice here. Because we get to launch the Froghemoth. Why not? We just got to be as aggressive as we can. Let's use this. We're just going full Monty here. Probably won't draw a land here, but it's all good. We have enough to kind of do what we want here for the most part. Just be aggressive, make the opponent make awkward decisions. That's a nice play for sure. Yeah, I mean, opponent's doing great. Do get some life back, which is nice. Now again, of course, we would be able to play Vorinclex, but sometimes the cards just don't happen, you know? Sometimes you draw the lands, sometimes you don't draw the lands. With Vorinclex, that would have been much different set of things going on here. They get the Loth as well. Very nice opponent. So nice. This is awesome. This is awesome what I'm seeing here actually. I'm a big fan of everything that's happening. So yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, the opponent's got it. I mean, they just have it. Our lands came in too late a little bit, which happens. Definitely happens. Can't do much about it. Sometimes you try and it's just not enough sometimes. Nice.
Get what I want.
Right. Okay. I'm not really sure what we can do here. I think the opponent has it. We just got Vorinclex a little too late, unfortunately. Where did that come from? What? I think I had a glitch. Where did this wolf come from? I think it might have seen the ranger class. Good game, opponent. Nice. So we were just one turn late to get the Vorinclex out. It's just a shame because I think he would have been able to end the game there, but the opponent has it nonetheless. You know what? I said we get in for one more game. I want to get in for one more game here. A game where I can actually show the true potential of this deck, because with Vorinclex, that game probably would have been ours just with the amount of trample damage. I think we were 2 lands behind if I'm not mistaken. So lesson number 1 with the Neverwinter Drive, maybe just don't make trades. Maybe just go for the land anyway. Give them the 1/1 flyer that they're probably going to sack anyway. But yeah. So kind of, again, what I appreciate about Arena is that it just makes me a better player in general. You know, I think I have about like a 50-50 win rate stuff thing going on with Arena, but in paper I generally tend to do a lot better. Just because like I don't get screwed as much, and that's just the reality of things. You know, it's just sometimes the game's like, haha, I got you, and it's like, well, what happens. So, yeah. I mean, I enjoy it regardless because, again, I just really enjoy being a better player in general. Oh, nice play. So some ramp Arena there? Okay. Alright, so might have been worth it to maybe make one of the Skanzu Mammoths a land, but I think it's alright in this case. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Quandrix Apprentice, nice. So he's kind of guaranteeing the land drops a little bit more or less. Nice play. I like that. Ooh, Old Growth Troll. Kind of like that actually. We'll go ahead and scry here. I don't even know if I'm looking for land at this point. I don't think I am anymore. I think we're past that. So I am willing to attack with Avaris because looks like he's behind. Yeah. So I feel like the Sculptor is a little bit better to get rid of because that's the thing that ramps him. Whereas Quandrix Apprentice might not do anything. So I'm okay with that play. Oh, he's got a second one now. Very nice. Oh, that's actually super nice. So if he wants to block this, doesn't really help him. You know what? It kind of sucks because I could have just the way this went. I'm just playing the Xander Mammoth as a land just because you know I'm more likely to draw Warring Clicks that I can't play anyway. So kind of sucks. I could have made this to a 5/5, getting in for 1 more damage, but it's okay. Ended up kind of being whatever. Okay, so opponents ramping regardless, and they're playing Find the Path, which is very interesting. Okay, so opponents caught up to us. No surprise there. We did our best to slow them down. I think we did. I think getting rid of the Sculptor was still the right choice. They haven't really used the Quandrix Apprentice, so I think that worked out in our favor for the most part. Okay. Symbiosis, nice. Okay. I'll attack with both. And beam, bum, boom. Takes it. I like that. You know what? Why not? I'm gonna draw a land. Very nice. Very nice. I don't think I need to hold up too. Okay, so I'm not gonna. Obviously, I could have played this, so it makes sense to play this tapped. Quandrix Cultivator, nice play. Nice play. Very nice play indeed. So, what I can do. They're ramping, so they probably have an hour's epiphany, so it looks like my time to trying to... Oh, interesting, they scooped. Okay. So what I like about Ranger class is that it's just good in general. It's probably one of the more solid cards, so... yeah, definitely this deck definitely does have its weaknesses. Sideboard-wise, I'd probably put in stuff like Flying Removal, like Plummet. Plummet's just always been a solid card in general, so that's just something I would probably put in, but... Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Again, this is my favorite deck. I'm still making adjustments, still trying to figure out exactly the right niche. If you have any suggestions, please leave it down in the comments below. If you're still here and not subscribed, you know what to do. Subscribe down below. Also, I forgot to mention this earlier, but I am also live on Twitch. Description down below. Check me out when I do. All that good stuff, yeah. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Right now up top, YouTube is showing a video of my most recent upload. And right below that is a video that YouTube thinks you specifically like. So go ahead, check those videos out, explore the channel. Thank you all so much for watching. See you for the next Nerd Fail.